It's like the dew of Hermon descending on the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded blessing, life forevermore. Hinemato, Humanai, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinemato, Humanai, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hinemato, Hinemato, Lai 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 Lai. Hinemato, 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 Lai 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 Lai. 'It's good to be together today in Jerusalem, amen. I said everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Let everything that has breath come praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
26 minutes after the hour of 3 inside hour number 1, as we continue to celebrate the life and the legacy of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. Our very first guest is a very good friend of ours, Allan.
She's actually one of the, you can consider a stalwart inside here as well, a necessity.
A necessity.
A necessity.
An
More
essential
than an
individual.
essential.
So we're going to bring her to the microphone next. Keep it locked on.
Dr. Margaret Elcock drastically transformed the airwaves with prayer and worship, the first woman on the island to own a gospel station, Isaac 98.1 FM.
So I was actually trying to say she know all the comments.
She know
Earlier on.
she know all the comments.
Yeah. But she's not a commissive person.
What are you talking about? The teacups that you leave all over the place, the
she
plates,
know-
the crumbs.
She know all the comments.
Well, true.
Who will make the mess?
And she knows I'm innocent.
And
I don't.
the conspirators and co-conspirators are the mess in this place. She can know when Mickey leave a pack somewhere. And she will know when it's Tiffany eat here just now.
Right.
And she know when, you understand? But she know Alan does always wash after himself. And friends. So she have no problem dealing with Alan. I'll have no mess.
She has no problem.
But she's,
all right.
listen, and she has been here for many years and a very essential person and a part of the family, and we are pleased to have her here. Sharon
Sorello. Good afternoon, Sharon. How are you, my dear?
Good afternoon, I'm good.
Nice. Now, we've been asking people to share with us some of their sentiments of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. And I want you to touch on, your working relationship with her and how she's ministered to you or touched your life via the radio program or even in person as well.
Well, I came to work in 98 about more than 5 years as a janitor.
Yeah.
The first day I came, when they say we carry you to introduce you to the CEO of the building, I was very scared.
Wow.
Because, your CEO, oh boy, how will she react? You understand? But when we got there, she was so pleasant. Said, good afternoon, Miss Elcock, Dr. Elcock. She said, no, call me Miss E.
All right.
And from there, our relationship just come together. When I come to work, she will ask, how are you? How are the kids? Is everything okay? Are you surviving? She was a very kind-hearted and loving person to me.
Yeah.
Right? I enjoy working here because of that. She made... And even when I entered the door to work, to clean her office, She said, I will leave. You go ahead and clean. And she will step out, allow me to clean her office, and when I done, she go back in. You
Right.
understand? So she really touched me that don't mind she had that position, she was a down-to-earth person.
Yeah.
You understand? And a very loving and kind person. That's how I remember Miss Elcock.
What was your last interaction, as far as you could recall, with Dr. Margaret Elcock?
About 3 weeks ago, she came into the building. Well, when most of the time, if she's leaving or she meet me downstairs and she come in, she will ask me to help her carry up her bags.
Right.
You understand? So that was the last time I remember she came in. She asked me to carry up her bags for her. We had a short conversation as usual. Are you okay? How are you making it with the COVID? Do you need any help? These the kind of questions she will ask. And it was a short but sweet conversation, always smiling. You wouldn't even know if he is sick or vexed.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
always have a smile on her face.
I could also testify to that because of recent, within the last few encounters with Mrs. E, she always looked at me with a warm smile on her face. And as busy as I used to be back then, you know, unfortunately, I never paid much attention to it.
You stop too long to
Yeah, because you know, I don't run back in to do something. I'll say, "Hi, Mrs. E, how you going?" And then you know, but yeah, she's a very warm, caring, and loving individual.
And a down-to-earth person too.
Yeah,
A very down-to-earth person.
All right. Anything else you want to share?
No, not really. I just want to tell her kids, her husband, to keep strong and take one day at a time, and eventually they will reach that point. Yes, they will not forget her, but they will be strong to uphold
Yeah.
and continue doing what she's doing, what she did.
Right.
Yeah, carry it on.
Yeah.
You understand? Touch people's lives.
I love that. We're chatting with Dr. Sharon Sorello. Now, Sharon, as we look to wrap up, I want to find out one thing. Who's messier between Alan and myself?
Speak the truth and shame the devil now. Don't be afraid.
Right now, I'm under pressure. I cannot answer that question.
Alan had his hand behind
You
her.
understand?
No way, Sharon. Sharon, I want to say thank you so very much for your service,
Yeah.
your diligence. You're always here. You understand? And I know cleaning up after Mickey sometimes could be is a task.
My hand not on the chair behind Sharon.
But I would like to encourage you to keep up the excellent work that you're doing for us here. This place will not be the same without you.
Thank you
And
very much,
we
Alan.
really want to appreciate you in a special way for being who you are among us. And you are indeed family.
Yes, she
God
is.
bless you.
Yes, she is.
Thank guys.
No problem, love. Have a good one.
And you know it's family because she didn't really let all your files out the bag.
Mine?
Yeah.
I am the file. Sharon, my dear, don't worry with me, you know. We go talk about you after in the kitchen. Kitchen talk. We go talk about you in the kitchen.
Kitchen talk.
Kitchen talk.
All right, guys, keep it locked on. We're shutting down the first half of hour number 1. You're listening to Isaac 98.1 FM, the number 1 gospel station for the family. In fact, for the entire nation, all right? Coming back after this.
The board, management and staff of FBN Isaac 98.1 FM extend deepest and heartfelt condolences to the family and friends and to the entire FBN family of Dr. Elcock.
With changing economic times, the financial support of the Christian community is becoming more relevant.
Finances are vital to enable Isaac to continue fulfilling its mandate locally, regionally, and internationally.
The Isaac Fund is to allow local, regional, and international supporters to provide financial support to Isaac 98.1 FM and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission globally. When you support the Isaac Fund, you will receive discounts on all FBN products such as FBN Studios, Promise Store, events, Isaac's corporate advertising packages, plus a quarterly newsletter update on FBN's activities.
You receive an annual thank you token and automatically join our radio birthday and anniversary club. Call and find out about our packages and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission.
I support the Isaac Fund.
I support the Isaac Fund.
Call Helena at 357-4075, Wendy or Kieran at 662-8981, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Be a part.
we're grafted into the sun on the road to Jerusalem.
A journey to the Holy Land Israel in honor of the late Dr. Margaret Elcock.
For the peace of Jerusalem, the city of our God.
Be part of this community forum.
When we talk about witness protection in Trinidad and Tobago, do you have any concerns that we may still not have the proper kind of witness protection program?
Our witness protection program is not the best protection program. We have had complainants wanting protection to give information about a police officer because they fear for their life.
But Mr. Cummings, I think you hit the nail on the head a little while ago, because with the COVID and with the pandemic, it has caused a lot of institutions to treat with the way you deal with business in a more efficient way.
Let's discuss the issues. Let's dialogue towards developing a deeper understanding, fostering an atmosphere of peace, all towards creating better, stronger families and communities. Right here on Isaac 98.1 FM, every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. The Citizens Community Forum. Your host, Stephen Cummings.
It's not all about you. It's all about God.
I can't thank you enough, Lord. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. You keep on blessing me now. Oh.
Don't stop the music. Play the music.
I'm gonna dance and praise Him. It doesn't matter what comes my way. The greater one lives inside. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus.
More of the music you love.
Say, I am anointed to put the enemy under my feet. I am anointed, moving forward, no more defeat.
Listening anywhere and everywhere on your number one family station, Isaac 98.1 FM. Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
I have one request. It's my heart's desire. I hope it's not too much, but hear my humble cry. Yeah. All I ask is for you to get the glory. I don't mean to bother you, but all I ask is for you to get the glory. I don't ask for fame.
It is 40 minutes to the top of the hour. Different type of Wednesday on the afternoon drive. DJ Mickey and, of course, Allan, the entertainer. We're here until 6 p.m. That's our destination time. Of course, we continue to celebrate the life and legacy of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. Yeah? Regardless of what trials or situations you face, regardless of how your life takes a turn, I want you to surrender it all to God and say, Father God, have your way.
When I look at who I am and where I could have been, I'm just feeling gratitude. The devil tries to make it look easy to live in the world. I know that's a lie, 'cause I know who I am in Christ and what I feel inside is what I need to start the day. And I have freedom in this life with Jesus by my side. Yeah, all I really wanna say, have your way in everything I'm doing. Have your way in everything that's coming. Have your way, yeah. You're what I need when I cannot see, yes. Have, Lord, have your way. Have, Lord, have your way.
Watch me now. Well, it no matter what, sometimes call me now. Me stay solid as a rock in the Lord. It's like me can't believe on me, that's how you want. Does it not for you, I'm helpless like a newborn. Also you see me sounds, and you give me love, and you make sure that I'm a part of your kingdom. Wow, me just can't be anything but grateful. That's why being positive, I stay faithful.
The future looks bright 'cause I'm standing high on the promise that I am saved, and I know who I am in the Most High God and what I feel inside. I don't wanna hide it. I wanna share it with you. Have your way in everything I'm doing. Have your way in everything that's coming up. Have your way, yeah. You're what I need when I cannot see, yeah. Have, Lord, have your way. Lord, have, yeah. When you feel like it's all falling apart, yeah, you better put it to God right from the start. It's not too late, all you gotta say is just have some faith. He's gonna make a way, yeah. Just believe it, yeah.
Have your way, have your way, have your way, yeah. Sing it on. Have your way, have your way, have your way, yeah. One on. Have your way, have your way, have your way, yeah. One on. Have your way, have your way, have your way. Come on.
Yep, you're logged on to Isaac 98.1 FM. Lord, have your way in our lives. You know, there are many times that things, we would like things to go a particular way and they don't. And then some people might wonder, well, hey, where's God in all of this?
That's true.
Yeah. But if you surrender your everything to Him, just trust that what's happening fits within line of His will for your life. Fulfilling purpose.
You're gonna hurt me.
You real tired, boy. You tired like a market crab.
Just go out here. So, and I try to twist my head on kind of thing because I'm not on the live. I'm on the live.
Yes, you're on the live.
On Facebook.
Facebook and YouTube on FBN TV and Isaac, The Promise on Facebook.
I had a very interesting conversation last night on Gael. We discussed comedy, the benefits of laughter and stuff. And you know, it's interesting that you're saying that, you know, we have to find ways to get over. How do we get over grief? How do we overcome a bad situation? I would like to offer some suggestion or some advice, friends. Try laughter.
Laughter.
Just try laughter. You understand?
Yeah.
I often said, where the spirit of joy is, no other spirit could really stand or exist. You understand? Laughter breaks. It breaks the silence. It breaks the awkwardness. It breaks the grief. It breaks the pain.
It lightens you emotionally as well.
Stress.
Yeah.
You understand? When we laugh, scientifically speaking, when we laugh, it is said endorphins are released.
A laughter day keeps the doctor away.
And
that's what they say.
The laughter releases some endorphins. It's like the happy drug. The dopamine it was the happy hormone. It's like the happy drug, and that happy hormone has the power to boost your immunity, one.
Yeah.
And actually has the power to heal your body. So when they say laughter is like a medicine, it is a medicine. Laughter is a medicine. And sometimes you will hear someone going through something or see someone going through something, sending something for them to laugh. Wouldn't you like to be remembered? Wouldn't you like to be remembered as somebody who would make the person laugh a lot? This person does make me laugh, boy. When I think about Mickey, I just can't help but laugh sometimes. The things Mickey might say. No, this is just a...
That wasn't the first thing that came to mind that you would have said.
Hold on. This is just an analogy. Not an analogy, sorry.
So it's not true?
It's a metaphor.
I don't...
It's a metaphor.
The first thing doesn't come to your mind is laughter when
Mickey,
you think about me?
With Mickey, search my heart, oh Lord. I don't want to sit here and be we'll talk some more about laughter and the benefits of it, and how to identify different styles of comedy as well, because I spoke about that last night as well, different styles of comedy.
Yeah.
So, and people could get to understand when they see certain persons on stage, what style they represent. So I was able to break that down to the guys, and I never knew that we had so many different genres in comedy as well. So it's not just about stand and deliver. Yeah, they're different.
Now, you mentioned comedy as being one, but I think comedy would be at the top of the list, because I was going to say music as well. But depending on the song, it may put you in a particular mood.
Yeah. Now, again, you could be selective.
Yes.
Because there are some songs that would put you in a super mood.
Yeah.
Like when you're going to clean, there's a certain song you look for,
right?
Or a certain style,
right? Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And again, sometimes just playing the music, even if you're not in the mood.
Or if you're coming down the wedding aisle, you want a particular beat,
right? You understand? But you
want to zest your way down.
Here where you going? Here you going? But you'd find that song or that sound that could lift, because music does that as well.
Yes.
You understand? I might walk in and sing and say part of a song and walk out, and the person in the room will sing the song and they were like, "Oh, that song."
And listen, if you guys don't believe that music and emotions and feelings are connected, think about when it is you're in love with that person the very first time. You could always think about that him or her, and all of a sudden, all those love songs come to life.
Why do birds suddenly appear?
Don't sing now.
Ollie. Why not?
We are good weather today. We are good weather.
That is why I have good weather. I sang today. But again, we'll dig in a little deeper as to the benefits of laughter.
Yeah.
And find some good talk. Listen, if you're ill, you're sick, look at something funny. Look at something funny. Look at it over and over. If it makes you laugh, look at it over and over again until you can't help but until you're dried out of laughter.
It gets your mind onto
away
something
from
else.
Everything else. Yeah. So do something humorous for someone else. Read something humorous. Look for the funny. Look for the funny in yourself. Some people talk about these things a little later on. You have some bills to pay.
All right, guys, keep it locked on. 12 minutes to the top. Of course, you're locked on to the Blessed FM, Isaac 98.1. We continue to celebrate the life and the legacy of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock right here.
Mrs. E, as she was fondly called, dedicated her life to the service of God via ministry. She will be sadly missed, but she has gone on to be with her Heavenly Father. This powerful woman of God founded the Family Focused Broadcasting Network in 1991 and pioneered her vision to establish the first 24-hour gospel station in Trinidad and Tobago in 2002. We continue to celebrate her life today.
With changing economic times, the financial support of the Christian community is becoming more relevant.
Finances are vital to enable Isaac to continue fulfilling its mandate locally, regionally, and internationally.
The Isaac Fund is to allow local, regional, and international supporters to provide financial support to Isaac 98.1 FM and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission globally. When you support the Isaac Fund, you will receive discounts on all FBN products such as FBN Studios, Promise Store, events, Isaac's corporate advertising packages, plus a quarterly newsletter update on FBN's activities.
You receive an annual thank you token and automatically join our radio birthday and anniversary club. Call and find out about our packages and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission.
I support the Isaac Fund.
I support the Isaac Fund.
Call Helena at 357-4075, Wendy or Kieran at 662-8981, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Be a part.
Hey guys, do you need plumbing services? Then call General Pipe Cleaners and Plumbing Services at 775-2062. They are the only plumbing company that applies state-of-the-art technology to the plumbing industry in Trinidad and Tobago, such as hydro-jetting services that can remove grease clogs from your pipes. What about those stubborn clogs? We are moving that out of the way too. In need of sewer camera services to investigate sewer lines that clog regularly? Look no further. Call 775-2062 now or visit General Pipe Cleaners and Plumbing Services on Facebook and Instagram.
Be part of the Citizens Community Forum.
When we talk about witness protection in Trinidad and Tobago, do you have any concerns that we may still not have the proper kind of witness protection program?
Our witness protection program is not the best protection program. We have had complainants wanting protection to give information about a police officer because they fear for their life.
But Mr. Cummings, I think you hit the nail on the head a little while ago, because with the COVID and with the pandemic, it has caused a lot of institutions to treat with the way you deal with business in a more efficient way.
Let's discuss the issues. Let's dialogue towards developing a deeper understanding, fostering an atmosphere of peace, all towards creating better, stronger families and communities. Right here on Isaac 98.1 FM, every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. The Citizens Community Forum. Your host, Stephen Cummings.
Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
9 minutes at the top. Of course, you're locked onto the Bless FM, Isaac 98.1. We're going to give you a little music to put a little pep in your step. Yeah, good afternoon going out to everyone on the nation's highways right now. Reminding you, we've got your 4 p.m. news coming up at the top of the hour with Mr. Stephen Cummings. And we continue to celebrate the life and the legacy of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. I know you're enjoying this one. Got to say good afternoon going out to everyone on our live stream. Good afternoon going out to Louisa James, to Joanne Bompart, to Marlene Barton, to Ingrid Bishop. Good afternoon going out to Miss Ingrid Robertson as well. Good afternoon to you, my dear. Julia, Kaida, Auntie Tiny. Yeah, blessings to you guys. Thank you for locking on. Thank you for making us your number one choice. Of course, it's 3 minutes to the top of the hour. We've got your 4 p.m. news coming in with Mr. Stephen Cummings. And of course, we continue after that. In the next hour, we're going to be chatting with Miss Lynette Sinanan.
He is watching over me. He is watching over me.
And I believe God is watching over you as well as you make your way on the highways heading towards your various destinations. Music in the background from Uncle Jimmy Lala.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. He is watching over me. 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 He is watching. My God is watching. He is watching over me. He is watching. My God is watching. He is watching over me. I don't have to worry. I don't have to fret. Let me tell you something, baby. Jesus never failed me yet. In the good times and the bad times, in the sad times, He watches me. To my trials, tribulations, situations, He watches me. He is watching over 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 me. He is watching. My God is watching. He is watching over me. He is watching. My God is watching. He is watching over me. When I am in trouble, I call on His name. He will come and raise me up and make me walk again. When I'm tired, when I'm weary, when I'm lonely, He watches me. In my darkness, in my sorrow, when I was dying, He watches me.
And that's some music in the background from Uncle Jimmy Lala, based in Canada right now, yeah?
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
As we wrap up our number one, keep it locked on. We've got your 4 p.m. news coming up with Mr. Stephen Cummings. And the afternoon drive continues, taking you straight till 6 p.m.
In my going out and my coming in, whatever you do, He knows everything.
9-8 on the promise.
Broadcasting live from 105 Woodford Street, Newtown, Port of Spain, Trinidad and Tobago. Your number one source for local, regional, and international news on Isaac 98.1 FM. This is the 4 p.m. news.
In the headlines, at 4 o'clock, the TTPS seeks help in locating another missing person. Education Minister in tribute to FBN founder Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. And internationally, EU unveils a sweeping climate change plan. With the news in detail, 4 o'clock, I'm Stephen Cummings. Good afternoon. The Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is seeking the public's assistance in locating 14-year-old student Annalisa Ramroop. Annalisa of Mendez Village, Siparia, was last seen on July 7th and was reported missing the same day. Annalisa is of East Indian descent, slim-built and light brown in complexion. She is approximately 5 feet tall and has dark shoulder-length hair. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Annalisa Ramroop is asked to call the Siparia Police Station at 649-2333 Crime Stoppers at 800 TIPS or contact the police at 555-999-911 or share information via the TTPS app. Education Minister Dr. Nayan Gaspadoli says the leadership of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock in gospel radio will never be forgotten. She made the statement in an audio release to FBN Isaac today.
On behalf of my family and I want to extend condolences to the family, the friends, and the country on the loss of an icon such as Dr. Margaret Elcock. Her visionary leadership in gospel radio will never be forgotten. We will never forget 98.1 and the joy it brought to all of us gospel music lovers. Dr. Elcock, you were truly an inspiration, and we are all privileged in this country to have had you as one of our most upstanding and outstanding citizens. To her family, once again, my deepest condolences. May she rest in God's peace.
Education Minister Dr. Nayan Gaspadoli. And today on Isaac 98.1 FM, those who visited Israel, the Holy Land, on trips organized by Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock are paying tribute to her. Dr. Elcock led trips to Israel from 2010 to 2017, taking over 400 persons to date. Dr. Ronnie Wexler has described her as a woman of insightful vision who had a mission. He said Dr. Elcock was a woman who knew exactly what she wanted to accomplish.
We shared times on different committees and boards, but most time we spent in Israel. So I got to know Margaret best in Israel. And I can tell you that what I saw in Margaret and the time I shared with her is an ability to not only understand her mission better perhaps than many other leaders who I have taken to Israel before, but also direct things in a way that there was no way to misunderstand what she wanted to achieve. And what she wanted to achieve is a ministry in Israel that allowed those who came with her to learn and understand the scripture in a way you cannot understand them in a classroom, in a church, or even in a seminary.
Dr. Wexler recalled that Dr. Elcock never allowed the hot sun or steep trails to get in her way as she toured significant Bible locations in Jerusalem.
Those who haven't been to Israel may not know, but on a Sunday morning we go to the top of the Mount of Olives, and the entire vista, the entire view of the old city of Jerusalem. We see the Temple Mount, and just below us is the Garden of Gethsemane. I once told Dr. Margaret, there's a way for us to walk down the mountain to the Garden of Gethsemane. So the way Jesus walked from the top of the mountain to the Garden of Gethsemane, that's the way we go down the mountain. I want you to know that's a very steep mountain.
It is.
And to hold each other in order not to fall or crumble. And Margaret never wanted to take the bus.
Stay tuned to Isaac 98.1 FM via radio, the web, our social media platforms as we continue to celebrate the life and legacy of Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. The Ministry of Social Development and Family Services will tomorrow host a webinar series on elder abuse. It says in an effort to promote a safe living environment and better quality of life for older persons, the Division of Aging will use the 15th, the 22nd, the 23rd and 30th for this event. The webinars will provide participants with information on the prevalence signs, risk factors, and intervention services for addressing elder abuse and neglect in Trinidad and Tobago and other jurisdictions. Donna Cox, Minister of Social Development and Family Services, will deliver the keynote address on day one, and this will be followed by feature presentations. The webinar theme, titled Elder Abuse Detection and Prevention During COVID-19 Pandemic and Beyond. The series of webinars are also geared towards raising awareness of elder abuse and highlighting the role of family systems and the national community in curbing the phenomenon. Among the topics to be covered over the 4-day period include strategies for preventing and overcoming elder abuse, neglect, family support services, and strategies to mitigate against elder abuse. And in some international news now, the European Union has announced a series of climate change legislation aimed at pushing it towards its goal of becoming carbon neutral by the year 2050. A dozen draft proposals, which still need to be approved by the bloc's 27 member states and the EU Parliament, were announced today. They include plans to tax jet fuel and effectively ban the sale of petrol and diesel-powered cars within 20 years. The proposals, however, are likely to face months of negotiations. The plans triggered serious infighting at the European Commission, the bloc's administrative arm, as the final tweets were being made, sources told journalists. By acting now, we can do things another way and choose a better, healthier and more prosperous way for the future, the European Commission President said in a statement. And that's news to 4 o'clock. Before we go, we take a look at the headlines once again to the hour. The TTPS seeks help in locating another missing person. Education Minister in tribute to FBN founder Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock. And internationally, EU unveils a sweeping climate change plan. I'm Stephen Cummings. Good afternoon.
That was your 4 p.m. news on Isaac 98.1 FM. The Promise.
The board, management and staff of FBN Isaac 98.1 FM extend deepest and heartfelt condolences to the family and friends and to the entire FBN family of Dr. Elcock.
We're grafted into the sun on the road to Jerusalem.
A journey to the Holy Land Israel in honor of the late Dr. Margaret Elcock.
For the peace of Jerusalem, the sea of our God.
With changing economic times, the financial support of the Christian community is becoming more relevant.
Finances are vital to enable Isaac to continue fulfilling its mandate locally, regionally, and internationally.
The Isaac Fund is to allow local, regional, and international supporters to provide financial support to Isaac 98.1 FM and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission globally. When you support the Isaac Fund, you will receive discounts on all FBN products such as FBN Studios, Promise Store, events, Isaac's corporate advertising packages, plus a quarterly newsletter update on FBN's activities.
You receive an annual thank you token and automatically join our radio birthday and anniversary club. Call and find out about our packages and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission.
I support the Isaac Fund.
I support the Isaac Fund.
Call Helena at 357-4075, Wendy or Kieran at 662-8981, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Be a part.
Dr. Margaret Elcock drastically transformed the airwaves with prayer and worship, the first woman on the island to own a gospel station, Isaac 98.1 FM.
It's not all about you, it's all about God.
I can't thank you enough, Lord. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. You keep on blessing me now. Oh.
Don't stop the music. Play the music.
I'm gonna dance and praise Him. It doesn't matter what comes my way. The greater one lives inside. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus.
More of the music you love.
Say, I am anointed to put the enemy under my feet. I am anointed, moving forward, no more defeat.
Listening anywhere and everywhere on your number one family station, Isaac 98.1 FM. Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
Holy Ghost fire, we've been waiting on you. Make this place your offer room. We need you to move. Oh, fire, come, burn inside of our hearts. Fire, it will come do it again. Let heaven rush in. Come on, oh Holy Ghost, oh Holy Ghost fire. Come on. We've been waiting on you. Oh, make this place, oh yeah. We need you to move. Oh fire, come, burn inside of our heart. Burn inside of our heart. Oh, fire, it will come do it again. Let heaven rush in. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fall on me. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fall on me. On the day of Pentecost, fire, fall on me. On the day of Pentecost, fire, fall on me. Sing. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fall on me. Fire. On the day of Pentecost, fire, fall on me. On the day of Pentecost, come on, fire, 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 fire. Fire, fall on me. Come on. If you have the fire of the Lord within you, on the day of Pentecost, fire, fall. Receive it right now. Come on. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fall on me. Fire, 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 fall on me. On the day of Pentecost, fire, fall on me. On the day of Pentecost, fire, fall on me. The sound of heaven is rushing in. The cloud is coming. There's something changing. The sound of heaven is rushing in. The cloud is coming. There's something changing. The sound of heaven is rushing in. The cloud is coming. There's something changing. The sound of heaven is rushing in. The cloud is coming. There's something changing. There's something changing. There's something changing. Something moving. Something moving. Something changing. 14 minutes after the hour 4. Welcome on board. It is the afternoon drive. Of course, you're locked on to the Blessed FM. We are Isaac 98.1, the number one gospel family station in the nation. Kicking off hour number 2 with music from the man Samuel Dyer. Yeah. Reminding you in a couple minutes, a little later on, we're going to be chatting with Miss Lynette Sinanan as we continue on the journey to Jerusalem. Chatting with some special guests that had the opportunity to go to Israel with Isaac 98.1 FM, yeah? Coming back after this, we've got some special information from Dairy the Milky Milk.
Once upon a time, in a land not so far away, everything was good. Everyone, old and young, was committed to making each other better, committed to nurturing healthy habits, loving relationships, and imagination. Many of them believed that the secret to their success was the milky milk magic of Dairy that nourished their bodies and minds. But do you know what else it was? What was the other secret to nurturing everything good? Knowing that it all begins with you. What good will you nurture today? Do it with Dairy and nurture everything good. Dairy, the milky milk.
Hey guys, from the milky universe of Malakia to sunny TNT, Dip and Dunk are back. Tune into the adventures of Dip and Dunk, then join them at Dairy's Milky Magic Day Camp, only on Dairy the Milky Milk Facebook page. Dairy, the Milky Milk.
One morning at the test kitchen of the Kiss Factory, a junior inventor came up with a brilliant plan to defy the limits of the maximum chocolate capacity of a Kiss treat. He took chocolate muffin batter, loaded it with real chocolate chips, baked it to perfection, and then stuffed it with a heart of chocolate cream.
Chocolate overload. Chocolate overload.
He tasted it and exclaimed,
I did it! I did it!
The Kiss chocolate cream-filled muffin. Discover this delightfully delicious chocolatey creation today.
Hey, it's your boy Jerry here telling you about my partner Boods Boy. Listen, in spite of the pandemic, the man still have his place stock up and running nice. He have wire panels, light and fixtures, both domestic and industrial. He have the best in LED too, from foundation to finish, or like they say, from before foundation to finish. So make sure and visit Boodo's Electrical and all the locations sanitized proper. Don't forget to wear your mask. Boods and plain that. Visit any branch today. Shop and save at any location: Chase Village, Marabella, Davie, or Dow Village. Boodo's Electrical. Boodo's Boo.
Great news for CXC students who can now pursue a diploma in management and law foundation course that will qualify them to enter into any of the Anglo-Ruskin University BSc degrees in business management, human resource management, marketing, accounting and finance, banking and finance, international business management, or the law degree. This program can be completed in under 1 year. Available full-time only, Saturdays only, or evenings only by 100% online learning with options to switch to on-campus learning. Over 98% of students that complete this diploma are successful in their degree programs. If you've just completed your CXC and wish to move to the Anglo-Ruskin degree programs, which are currently ranked in the top 1% of the best universities in the world by the Times Higher Education Global Ranking, please call 663-6681 or visit SAM's website www.samtt.com for more info.
Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
18 minutes after the hour 4. Got to say good afternoon going on to everyone on the nation's roadways right now. Those of you just finishing work and you're making your way home, or probably you've got some other errands to do. Yeah, we thank you nevertheless for locking on. Thank you for making us your number one choice.
Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
DJ Mickey and Allan, 21 minutes after the hour 4 inside hour number 2.
They said the country in recession, but thank God, salvation, free. provider. Hey, and why should I fret? 'Cause he's my one and only supplier. And why worry when I know that there's a God above? Keep on reminding me that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. So why should I be frantic? I'm a Jesus Christ for nothing. And when problems come, he has first of something. He is my rock, my rock, my rock, my rock. My Jesus is my rock, and I just cannot stop dancing. He is my cup, my cup, my cup, my cup. My Jesus fill it up, and I just cannot stop drinking. So I will stand on the rock, and the rock, and the rock, and the rock, on the rock of life. I make me drink from the cup, from the cup, from the cup, and drink from the cup of life. I make me stand on the rock, and the rock, and drink from the cup non-stop.
Be part of the Citizens Community Forum.
When we talk about witness protection in Trinidad and Tobago, do you have any concerns that we may still not have the proper kind of witness protection program?
Our witness protection program is not the best protection program. We have had complainants wanting protection to give information about a police officer because they fear for their life.
But Mr. Cummings, I think you hit the nail on the head a little while ago, because with the COVID and with the pandemic, it has caused a lot of institutions to treat with the way you deal with business in a more efficient way.
Let's discuss the issues. Let's dialogue towards developing a deeper understanding, fostering an atmosphere of peace, all towards creating better, stronger families and communities. Right here on Isaac 98.1 FM, every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. The Citizens Community Forum. Your host, Stephen Cummings.
Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
Allan alongside the man DJ Mickey, or should I say DJ Mickey alongside the man Allan?
You
the
said it right the
entertainer.
first time. You said it right the first time. Allan, the wingman.
The wingman
of DJ Mickey.
Boy. I noticed you came by the doorway with a lot of packages.
Yeah, boy. I come fully loaded.
Yeah.
Straight down from the 3rd floor. I realized that's where all the coochie men's and them thing just hide.
The coochie men's?
Yeah, all the coochie men's and them thing. It is hide on the, the upper room.
So
it's up in the upper room.
Were they for a particular person?
Of course they were. Just not us. We were not that particular person. We're just not so fortunate.
We're not that special.
This is a big cake. You know, big cake dome, you know.
Right.
A dome, big dome. Lord, it was
I
deep.
really saw you utilizing both arms to hold those many packages.
Yes, something to sip on. There's a bottle, some sips in there.
Right.
Yeah? And a dome. And what did we get anything at all?
Not when it's our birthday. Sorry. You shouldn't have said
Nothing
that.
on cotton, nothing for we just nothing.
Good afternoon, Tiffany.
We even get a little from the fork.
Yeah.
Wherever cut. We
Listen,
even get
thank goodness
crumbs from the table.
when it was Fadina's birthday, she provided some snacks for us. She
Crumbs.
shared with us.
Crumbs.
Fadina shared with us. Fadina gave us some Pringles,
So
some
there's
fruits,
a difference between
some nuts.
So that you're trying to say between the 14th and the 12th.
Right.
In those 2 days, it's two different
There's
type
a
of people.
difference between the 14th and the 12th.
So there's two different type of people
other
born in
than
July.
2 days, there's the 13th. So probably the 13th caused the division.
That's the problem.
But then again, we're hopeful because people born on the 14th might be as generous as those on the 12th.
That I may eat from the crumbs that is on the master's table. That I may eat of the crumbs. Just a little something from the knife.
Listen, those of you that were paying attention,
A little frosting from the
I'm
knife,
hoping that you understand what it is we're talking about.
A little frosting from the knife, from the fork.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little something, please.
Yeah. No, but you feel, I think I know what the issue is. We don't operate this particular side of things now.
I tell you, it was in the upper room.
Yeah.
We are not the elect. We are not the elect.
I get in there, you know. I get in there.
We are not the elect. Apparently, we are not the elect.
But then again, the many years I've been working here, I didn't have to ask people to help tote the spoils of a particular day.
And listen,
and 14th as well. Today's the 14th.
You know what?
Today's the 14th.
Of course.
My birthday is a 14th as well.
Look at
it's
you.
a different month.
Listen.
So July 14th and March 14th is two different things.
There was a part in the scriptures where Christ fell with the cross.
Yeah.
And someone carried the cross for him. Right. So people get gifts.
You had to carry the gifts.
I had to carry the gifts. I carry the gifts.
But you can't partake in the gifts. Because it tie up good in plastic bag.
Exactly.
It tie up real good.
Exactly.
If you try to sneak a little taste, you hear
it was really
and they go sell you out.
It was really gift wrapped.
But we ain't calling no names. There's a difference between the 12th and the 14th.
Mickey, how you want to unwrap a gift? Partake of it and then gift wrap it back and carry it down.
Well,
that is what went on here, no? That's exactly what went on here, no? They unwrap the gift. Partake of it.
They shared in
it. Back up, you know.
Oh, so hold on. Are you saying that package was just for the upper room?
That's the upper room. The upper room. That's what I'm talking about.
One of these days we'll get there.
We'll
get there. Yeah. But wait, I'm noticing something. The person that is frequent between upper room and here, the lower room, is wearing a jacket. Did you walk with your jacket, sir?
No, sir.
And I didn't have
we
mine.
Don't have our jackets.
So that probably explains it as well.
Yeah.
The
lower house. We call it the lower house.
The lower house.
The lower house.
Now we've been discussing this for a couple minutes now, and you notice the individual didn't go outside and say,
They ain't budge.
Yeah, they're still here.
They ain't budge.
They're still here.
Boy, we pray against the spirit of cholesterol and fat.
You can't use that word. And just say,
all that stuff can't be good for you. You gotta pray to bind that spirit of
listen,
chunkiness.
They shared in the upper house, and they probably shared in the
all of them upstairs. You have to pray one time because they'll come back 2 weeks and oh Lord, I pray one size, Lord Jesus.
And then you know what's the next thing that they're considering? Well, Alan on this health thing, and Mickey, he's starting to lose a little weight as he stay away from double. So we want to spoil it. We want to spoil it.
Let's not share with the lower house, with the
politicians, boy, politics, yeah.
The lower house. Don't go to the lower house. Stay in your parade.
But you know what? We're going to the holies of holies pretty soon.
Amen,
we're going to be chatting with someone who visited Jerusalem and went along with the tour with Isaac 98.1. Keep it locked on. We're going to be chatting with Miss Lynette Sinanan. And I wonder if Miss Lynette Sinanan have any packages that she could share with us.
Oh boy.
Frosting.
Wait and see.
Tiffany girl. Tiffany girl.
The upper room.
Ah boy. We'll start coming with jackets.
Yep. Nice.
Keep it locked on, guys.
We're grafted into the sun on the road to Jerusalem.
A journey to the Holy Land Israel in honor of the late Dr. Margaret Elcock.
For the peace of Jerusalem, the city of our God.
President, founder, CEO of Family Focused Broadcasting Network, Isaac 98.1 FM, Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock, a gentle giant that never deviated from the call of God. You would forever live in our hearts. Thank you for leaving footprints that we can follow.
With changing economic times, the financial support of the Christian community is becoming more relevant.
Finances are vital to enable Isaac to continue fulfilling its mandate locally, regionally, and internationally.
The Isaac Fund is to allow local, regional, and international supporters to provide financial support to Isaac 98.1 FM and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission globally. When you support the Isaac Fund, you will receive discounts on all FBN products such as FBN Studios, Promise Store, events, Isaac's corporate advertising packages, plus a quarterly newsletter update on FBN's activities.
You receive an annual thank you token and automatically join our radio birthday and anniversary club. Call and find out about our packages and assist FBN in fulfilling its vision and mission.
I support the Isaac Fund.
I support the Isaac Fund.
Call Helena at 357-4075, Wendy or Kieran at 662-8981, Monday to Friday, between the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Be a part.
Music, laughter, and fun on the afternoon drive with DJ Mickey and Allan.
DJ Mickey alongside the man Alan, the entertainer. We're on the inside, and of course we've been teasing you guys or telling you we are taking a journey to Jerusalem, linking up with some of the people that visited when Isaac 98.1 FM took the tour, the Israel tour. Yeah, online we have a very special guest. We have Miss Lynette Sinanan. Good afternoon to you, dear.
Good afternoon.
Nice.
And how are you?
I am great.
Nice.
I am blessed, actually.
Beautiful.
Miss Lynette Sinanan, I must say you look very regal this afternoon.
Regal?
Very regal.
Well, thank you so much, because if I am the daughter of the king, I must look regal.
Now,
I love it.
Miss Lynette, we were having a slight discussion earlier on, and I just want to ask you one question before we talk about Jerusalem. If it is you get a piece of birthday cake and you share it with people?
Well, anything I get, I share.
Thank the Lord.
Nice. I like her already.
Of course.
I like her already.
Should be in the halls of 98 at this point in time.
So, guys, we're chatting with Miss Lynette Sinanan. Miss Lynette, could you share with us your experience when it is you went to Jerusalem, and, of course, how has Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock touched and ministered to your life?
Well, Mrs. Elcock, to me, hearing her on the radio was one thing, but when I met her for the first time, I mean, sometimes these sayings are so cliched, but she was really a larger-than-life image. And when I visited her a Saturday morning, it was really like I feel my ministry is hospitality. And I always wanted to treat her to a nice breakfast. You always hear her talking different things about food and stuff. So my housekeeper at the time, we decided to make a full breakfast, local, roti and fried bacon, whatever. And we called her, we made the appointment, and we went in. And while having breakfast, she was such an image and a model of grace and dignity and everything that goes with it. And after breakfast, she was telling me about her plans to have this trip in 2010 to go to Jerusalem. So of course, I was fired up. So on hearing that, my first thought was, will I have the funds? And then when she kind of gave an idea, she said, look, this is just a thought, but you're the first person that's throwing it out too, and I don't know. And I said to her, Sister Margaret, you know, in the business I am in, actually I was a teacher, and I got involved in a networking business. And I told her, the first thing you need to do is make a decision. So you know what? I will make a decision this morning to let you know I will go to Jerusalem, and the rest is history. And in planning to go, I wasn't, when she had the orientation, I realized I was the only non-full gospel person.
Okay.
I was Christian, but I wasn't full gospel. But you know, all those names that you hear on the programs, I think Mrs. E was blessed to pick the people she had running her programs. So when I went to that orientation and I saw all those who were going, I was able to put a face to a name. And the whole experience, that Jerusalem experience, Mrs. E was the helper, the teacher, the mother, the friend, the one who would console and advise, and she was everything to everybody. And to me, I mean, without sounding discriminating in any way, I looked around and, you know, I said, well, I'm sure when I reach here, I will see people I know. I did not know a single person in that room. But knowing the kind of person I am, when my children ask me, they say, Mom, would you be comfortable? Because I had just lost my husband the year before. And I said, well, you know what? I will come back with 52 friends. So it didn't really matter. And I went. And was I in for a surprise? That brought the Bible alive for me. When I couldn't go further in walking, and Mrs. E would say, look at my mom, she's making all those tears. Come on, you could do it. You are much younger than she is. Yeah. The encourager, you know, and I mean, everything seemed easy for her. She was so blessed, you know, and having her as a tour guide, she looked after every single thing for us. I didn't feel that I was wanting. The Bible became alive for me. It really became alive. And when I heard people like Bishop Andrew John, when he conducted worship, when he had his worship, and Dr. McDowell, I don't remember his first name. And then I used to be here in this program with Bishop Gary George. I'll be looking out the window for you. And then to see him in person, hearing his voice, I had an image of him. But seeing him in person was a totally different thing. And you know what? The day I had to be baptized in the Jordan, guess who were the persons who led me in the water? Bishop Gary George and his wife Agnes.
Wow.
You know, Sister Margaret was there. You know, I'm telling you, and I'm feeling my eyes wanted to fill up. And when I was dunked, I mean, even going towards it, the whole feeling of Jerusalem, just knowing when you're walking down there, you felt as though you were putting your footsteps into the steps that Jesus made. And it was really an awesome experience for me. And then when I got there and I reached there waiting on my turn to be dunked, I thought about when Jesus was there himself submitted himself for baptism. And when he went in and, the skies opened up and the Holy Spirit, the doves landed on his shoulders, all those memories, they just evoked all the early times and what Jesus went through for us there. And, Sister Margaret never failed to point out certain things. Then when we went to the upper room, and while we were there, Sister Marlene Villafana, when she was there, she had an awesome experience. I really think she had an encounter with the Holy Spirit in that upper room. And for me, well, I will tell you, having worshipped in a Presbyterian church, that was really phenomenal for me to be witnessing all this, and it was nothing short of God wanting me to have that experience, and even the housekeeper I had at the time, she always felt that I was so inclined, to be following in that kind of, footsteps and leading and wanting more and knowing more. So my whole experience, even while we were on the Sea of Galilee, you remember all your Sunday school teachings and all the stories about Jesus telling the disciples go on the other side. I don't know how to explain that I was always thankful that Sister Margaret was the one who planted that seed in me to get to go to Jerusalem. And then when we had to go to the tomb and in the Garden of Gethsemane, every experience, and having gone, I was always looking forward. Even now at my age, I would love to make that trip again to Jerusalem. Having learned more about the Bible, having understood more, having my relationship with Jesus even greater than it was then, I would well imagine what a trip like that would be. But you know what? The only thing missing would be having Sister Margaret there on that trip with me. She really, really knew how to keep us together when we went out to worship, whatever we did, how she placed us together when we had fun times, when we sat at meals, when we visited other people, when we went to the Wailing Wall. I am telling you about this, and it is just evoking all these memories. And I could hear her on the bus encouraging us and telling us, about how good it was for her to be with all of us. And for me, it really was an experience that I really did go alone, didn't have a friend, and what we know the definition of a friend is.
Yeah.
When I came back, the person I was partnered with, and when I saw that crowd of people, I was kind of at a loss. And then they were calling out your partner, and they called out Lynette Sinanan, and you had to stand up, and Marissa Dan. So when I saw this was a young girl. She might have been in her 20s. And my first thought was, excuse me, well, she can't boss me around. And in sharing the room with her, she said to me, when I saw you, my first thought was, I will have a mother to look after me.
Wow.
So the feeling, partnering there was mutual. Everybody on the trip was great. When we came back and she had the reunion dinner, it was amazing. It was like long lost family getting together again. So Sister Margaret's role in this life, it was to bring people to Christ. She had a mandate. She had a mission. I think she fulfilled her mission with dignity. She followed what Christ wanted her to do. And you know what? She really did lay up for herself a crown in heaven. And I'm sure she's rejoicing up there with her mother and with all her long-lost friends who would have preceded her. And she's there in glory. And, I look forward to the day And I mean, if I may just share one thing about myself, when I was diagnosed with cancer in 2012, my first thought to my children were, I do not want you all to feel sorry for me, because I cannot want to hold on to life on this earth when my life is to be in eternity with Christ. So I don't want you to be angry with God. Just be with me, support me, whatever I want to do and like to do. Don't hinder me, but let me live so that in the eternity I will be there to enjoy Him, and I will one day be reunited with Sister Margaret Elcock to share some of these good times that she has led us through.
Very beautiful sentiments there, Miss Lynette. And I love how you touched on Mrs. E being someone more or less being there to serve others, you know, in the capacity that she was in. Anything else you want to touch on as we look to wrap up?
None, except to say I remember, you know, just talking to her. I did build a friendship with her, and I remember when her son passed away, I did have her cell number, and I called her, and she explained, you know, and I mean, even at that time, I didn't know her commitment to family and what her family life was like. And when I thought of how much she had to do, but you know, people who have much to do, God gives them the time to do much more for Him. You know, and she was able to spread herself all around to give everybody. And when I heard how she coped with Him and all of that, I looked at my own life and I say, you know, sometimes we say we don't have the time, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. But all of us can't be Margaret Elcock.
Yeah.
We have to be what we have to do and just fulfill our own mission. But I thank God that He blessed me with the opportunity for meeting her and seeing her. And she truly, truly, truly was a woman of God, a woman of worth, a woman worth emulating. And she has certainly left an example for all of us.
Thank you, Miss Lynette. Lovely words.
Well said, and we appreciate those sentiments, Miss Lynette. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with us your experience with the First Lady herself.
Well, the privilege was mine, eh?
Yeah. I wish you a very enjoyable evening and all the best in all your endeavors.
And I hope whoever it is have the birthday cake will share it with you.
Amen, amen. Well
Out of the mouth of Miss Lynette to the ears of Tiffany.
The mouth of air. In the company of 2 or 3 witnesses, the world shall be established.
No, Miss Lynette.
I know it was a trick question, but at my age, you learn to read all of that.
Very nice.
Wisdom.
Wise indeed.
Now, you mentioned you were a teacher. You care to share with us which school you used to teach?
Oh, I taught at Grant Memorial Presbyterian School.
Oh, okay, great.
For 28 years before I retired.
So anyone that went to Grant Memorial Presbyterian School, you may remember Miss Lynette Sinanan.
You're hearing Miss.
So they will remember Miss Lynette, because Miss Lynette was no easy walkover.
Very nice.
I mean, I was a stickler for discipline.
Right.
I was, you know, you had rules that you had to follow.
Right.
But when it comes also, now the children in the school generally, I think they were afraid of me. But the children in my class loved me. And I could look at the children in the school, looking at the children in my class when they run towards me and look like
confused.
Something wrong with them. How them could love she boy, you know? But I can't love the whole school. I was only called to the 28 or 30 in my class.
Right. Very nice.
So if I had to cook food or make pulori or make coca-cola when it was carnival time, it was for the 28 in my class.
Right.
You was a nice teacher.
When they went up, the next year they would come back around that time by my door.
Swing for pillow.
You have a new teacher. Go on now. You know? But so I know all the little tricks and things, but I think my ministry is hospitality.
Very nice.
But so those children, those whom I thought would love me and those whom I didn't teach would remember me for being stern.
I think Alan should have gone to that school. Not necessarily your class, but he should have gone to.
I would have been a wonderful student.
Really?
Yes.
What name is that?
Alan.
I didn't go to the school. He said he think I should have gone to the school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, most times in the email I told you, I might not remember the face, but I know the names. You call a name.
Very nice.
And the person went there. And one more thing. I remember once a young man came back. He wasn't Christian. And he came back to Trinidad. He lives in England now. You know what is the one thing he told me he remembered about me?
What's that?
He said, Miss, I remember when you used to go upstairs to do worship and all those choruses that you used to teach us to sing.
Wow.
So look at what, that to me.
Yeah.
That to me was great that he would tell me that. He remembered me for that. You know?
And I'm sure a lot of people listening will say, I hear Miss on the radio. I look Miss. And, so, I mean, being a good teacher that you were.
You will be remembered by your students.
Most definitely. Once you're a good teacher, you'll never be forgotten. And thank you so much for spending your time with us and for being the person that you are.
Well, same here, and the voice I'm hearing in the background. Whose voice is that?
That's Alan. Alan is on the other side of the computer screen.
Yeah.
And I'm Mickey, DJ Mickey.
Okay, because I was hoping to see who J. Errol Lewis is.
J. Errol Lewis. Well, most likely, would he be here tomorrow morning? So he would be on with Janelle in the morning, so you could log into the live stream and you would see him.
Can I speak to me in English now?
All right. When you hear J. Errol on the radio, go to Isaac's Facebook page and you would see J. Errol there.
Because hear what? All I know him as is
Uncle Brother.
Uncle Brother. Uncle Brother.
Yeah.
Right? And the thing about it is the technology. I'm afraid to tell you my age yet because I don't know how much of it you're taping and how much you're going,
Well, we're live right now, but you don't look a day over 55.
No.
She's not taking that. Don't try to mama guy, man.
Trying to get paid out from
Don't try to mama guy, man.
I know when people bluffing and things.
When the mama guy,
but at the same time, yes, the young man who was here helping me, I don't know if you saw him. He has more gray hair than me, but that's my son. That's my elder son.
All right.
Wow.
Right? And I have 4 adult grandsons. The oldest one is 30.
Okay.
Wow.
Grandson.
Wow.
Okay.
And the youngest one is 20 something.
Wow.
Can't remember 20 how much.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Very
So
nice.
I will leave it to do the calculation.
Right. Leave it right there. Yes. Thanks so very much, Lynette, again for being with us. Really enjoyed your conversation and your sentiments. We also join with you as we celebrate the life of Dr. Margaret Elcock. And thanks again. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Blessings to you, Miss Lynette.
Thank you very much. I really felt privileged to be able to share my sentiments, and I hope it would have done justice to the person
more than.
of Sister Margaret Elcock.
Definitely.
More than. Thanks so very much.
I hope I'm not on the air because I want to tell you something.
You're on the air right now, so let me head across to something else, and you could tell me off the air. All right?
All right. No, it's nothing bad, I just wanted to say the first time I met Sister Margaret.
Well, go ahead.
My housekeeper and I, we got up early in the morning. That time she was down the road where you couldn't get car park and thing.
Right.
And I used to go upstairs and park by Sajiko because I had policies with them. So I used to park there and come down and walk and go across the road. So we carried fry bake, sada roti, saltfish, buljol, smoked herring and tomatoes, and the whole works, tea, coffee, everything, right? And when Sister Margaret saw it, we had enough to share with Wendy, with Mrs. Sobers, with Hudlin.
I didn't get any of that, And I was at the station. I was there. I was downstairs. I was downstairs. The lower house, you see what I'm talking about?
You see, you was a little boy then.
No. I was there.
Right? So we had a good time there, and that was really the start of a wonderful, wonderful friendship.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
Like I say, hospitality is my thing, So I mean, all in the studio there. If it was good times, I will. It is nothing for me to cook some dal puri and some.
Don't worry, those times coming back just so. But thank you
have your number. We have your number. We'll call you. We'll call you.
Oh gosh.
Should we call Tiffany then? Yeah. We'll bring in Tiffany. We'll bring in Tiffany.
So enjoy the evening and don't pressure Tiffany too much for she barbecue.
Thank you, Miss Lynette.
President, founder, CEO of Family Focused Broadcasting Network, Isaac 98.1 FM, Reverend Dr. Margaret Elcock, a gentle giant that never deviated from the call of God. You would forever live in our hearts. Thank you for leaving footprints that we can follow.
We're grafted into the sun on the road to Jerusalem.
A journey to the Holy Land Israel in honor of the late Dr. Margaret Elcock.
For the peace of Jerusalem, the city of our God.
Dr. Margaret Elcock drastically transformed the airwaves with prayer and worship, the first woman on the island to own a gospel station, Isaac 98.1 FM.
Be part of the Citizens Community Forum.
When we talk about witness protection in Trinidad and Tobago, do you have any concerns that we may still not have the proper kind of witness protection program?
Our witness protection program is not the best protection program. We have had complainants wanting protection to give information about a police officer because they fear for their life.
But Mr. Cummings, I think you hit the nail on the head a little while ago, because with the COVID and with the pandemic, it has caused a lot of institutions to treat with the way you deal with business in a more efficient way.
Let's discuss the issues. Let's dialogue towards developing a deeper understanding, fostering an atmosphere of peace, all towards creating better, stronger families and communities. Right here on Isaac 98.1 FM, every Wednesday, 8 to 9 p.m. The Citizen